Guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dariana, aka Not Her Time, aka your trading bestie. Today's video is just a little slight trading journey update, a little slight trading journey chat. We're just chatting, one trader on a journey talking to another trader probably on their journey. So I transitioned to futures, right? So I'm still trading on my combine. Okay, I'm experiencing that trailing drawdown. I haven't breached it yet. Hopefully I don't. I feel like my switch to futures was kind of a roller coaster in regards of just trying to figure it out, because not even in the sense of the contracts and the symbols and all that stuff, but in the sense of the prop firms. Coming from forex, because that's what I've always traded, like forex, fixed drawdown size, 10% drawdown. Coming from that space, coming into futures where you got the trailing drawdown, you got a limit on how much you could risk, you got all these different types of rules and perimeters that you have to basically fit your trading into. When everything was going down, I was very fearful about the future of trading, just because of a lack of knowledge. But I could honestly say that I'm glad the switch to futures happened, and I'm glad that I am now trading on futures prop firms, because this whole transition for me into futures from forex has been kind of like a eye-opening experience. Since I started in the forex space, I am not used to the trailing drawdown or the smaller drawdown sizes or any of that stuff. Coming from a place of working on my trading from a standpoint of a fixed drawdown, to now moving into this new space where you kind of have to view trading a little bit differently. And I mentioned in previous videos that I am trying to refine my trading, trying to increase my skill and experience level to the place where I could be a nice little CPT. I'm reflecting. I might need to pull out my trade reflection. So I don't know if y'all know this, but at the end of every month, I do a little trade reflection. I've been doing this since 2020, since I started trading. So I have a little paragraph reflecting on my journey in the previous month. And I feel like the trade reflection I did for last month it was I'll say it was long and detailed. And I feel like that should just explain how much this transition into futures has expanded my mind in the world of trading. Honestly, it kind of made me fall even more in love with trading, because it's okay, you're trying to give me a challenge. Trading is already challenging in the sense of, learning how to trade, but not even just learning how to trade, but learning how to be a good trader, aligning yourself with what a profitable trader does. But that aside, being here on the future side, and then also I've been looking at my trading plan from a stance of the setup, kind of from I guess I'll say base level. Imagine a little pyramid. I feel where I've been looking at my trading plan was the smack dab in the middle of the pyramid. But there's some areas around my trading plan that I feel I'm missing. I'm trying to only take setups that I could grade as A quality. And I'm so glad I did that, because that was a thought that I had for a very long time. Just feeling okay, if I stop taking all these other setups and only take this type of setup, what would my trading experience be like if I did that? I'm glad I did that, because it showed me that it's not that easy. And my focus kind of narrowed in from all these setups where it's not really a bunch of setups. It's really, supply and demand, but supply and demand in all these different situations. And then it narrowed it down to supply and demand in my ideal situation. And by doing that, I was able to kind of look at my ideal setup and my ideal situation and pick out the flaws in it. After doing that, I was okay, something's missing. Something's missing. I don't know what it is. Y'all, I trade the same way. The way I trade right now, with 5-minute entries, breaking the candle, supply and demand, sometimes liquidity grabs, AU, GU, NAS. I took some pairs out, but for the most part, that's kind of been the basis around my trading for a very long time. And this whole time, it's kind of just been I'm gonna trade this way until I get a hold of following this strategy to the best that I can. And I feel I got to the point where I can execute and follow the strategy as best that I can. Now it's to the point where it's I don't know, if you look at like a chart of like the steps you have to take to be a profitable trader, you have that beginning phase where you're learning the basics, you're probably losing, or you're just trading on demo. Then you go to the next phase where you're learning a strategy. Then you go, I feel like I'm right in that middle stage where it's like, okay, I have this basic strategy. I know basic knowledge. I know how the charts move. I've traded in live markets. I've done different types of back testing on this type of setup. Where do I need to go from here? So now I feel like I'm entering into like the junior year of trading. I don't know, that's the best way I could kind of like describe it. It's getting advanced. I'm realizing the career of being a trader, trading anything, is very analytical. It could be very tedious and tiring. I'm really seeing now, last month and even just the whole switch to futures has really shown me just how analytical trading can be. I feel like there's a lot of like analytical things I need to do. I feel like I need to take my trading plan that I have and go bigger, like go broader. And I don't even mean like adding extra steps or extra confluences, but just dive in to my experience in the market. Like I've said before, I find myself, and we saw it in my backtesting video too, where I find myself in these situations where, okay, I'm about to take my ideal setup, but the ideal setup is no longer ideal because of the market situation. So there's a piece of information missing in my trading plan that could help me form a bias on when I could take my ideal setup, or when I could take this specific ideal setup, and when maybe there's another type of setup that I could take that's actually that makes more sense for this market situation. Like I said, I'm still on my first combine. I have not reached a drawdown yet. I feel like I'm kind of just using it as like get my live trade, a sample size of some live trading results, because I think it's about to be, what am I on, the second month of it? So I've had to, I'm about to be on the third month of it, March, April, yeah. So yeah, it's about to be my third month of having this combine. It's kind of serving its purpose as collecting a sample size of my live trading results so I can analyze it and kind of see what changes that I can make. Also, I just want to start building on my trading plan. I want to start looking at my trading plan and kind of see what type of setups benefit me in different situations. I'll be back testing some things outside of my normal strategy that I've used, so possibly add it to a playbook of setups that I'm working on building. Honestly, it's a little intimidating, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like what I need right now is deep analyzation, deep analyzation, deep thinking, a lot of trading, not over trading, but just a lot of intentional trading. So that's kind of where I'm at, a refining stage in my journey. It's crazy how once you take one step, the next step starts to reveal itself, because like I said, for a long time I just was feeling only take the setup, like only take a great setup, stop settling on these other setups. But I would not do it for so long. I think just because I didn't want to, like I just wanted to trade every single day, and I did not want to. I knew I wasn't gonna see that setup every day. But once I finally told myself to shut the freak up and challenge yourself to be a little bit more disciplined, to follow one more rule and just only settle on better setups, higher quality setups, and see what happens, that led me into this whole path. Like it revealed to me a whole path of steps that I need to take in order to reach my goal to be a CPT. So I'm happy. Like the journey really be journeying, y'all. All you can do is really embrace it, embrace the change, embrace the losses, embrace, the time it takes to do the work. This is my little ramble. I'm not gonna ramble for too much longer. If y'all wanna, leave a comment down below about anything you want to tell me about your trading journey. I like to be updated. If nobody has told you yet, let me be the one to tell you that someone has faith in you, and that someone is me. With love, I will see y'all in the next video.